Hey guys, what's going on? It's DaleyGaming here, and I am back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars mod, or the Galaxy at War mod. Now, today we find ourselves on Mandalore with a bit of an elaborate setup here. So, we have these clones up here that I guess maybe a couple of their ships were shot down, something like that. They got damaged, so the rest of them decided to land with them and set up a defensive perimeter. Now, the Mandalorian Death Watch showed up, wanting to challenge these guys. So they came up to this defensive front here, and they started exchanging fire with the downed troops. So the downed troops called in reinforcements, which are back here, and they are trying to march forward. And then all of a sudden, all of these Death Watch, which all decided to apparently go out from where they were undercover here and face the wrong way. That's weird. I thought these guys were all set up. Either way, whatever. Okay, we'll get them like that. The Death Watch found out about the reinforcements, so they sent more men over this way and hunkered down, ready to ambush them. So the clones were coming this way. They walked up into here. Then all of the Death Watch crawled out of their hiding places and flanked them in the rear here too, and are completely surrounding the clones. The Death Watch are actually really weak, and they only have these little blaster pistols. So they vastly outnumber the clones, but the clones actually have a very, very good shot of actually being able to defeat all of the Death Watch. And they're completely outnumbered over here as well. The clones are, but the Death Watch, again, they kind of suck. So there's a very real chance that the clones come out of here very unscathed, but we'll see what happens. I'd say it's about a 3-to-1 or a 2-to-1 in this scenario, Death Watch to clones, but the clones are just vastly superior. Either way, just a quick plug, there are links to my merchandise in the description, links to my Discord if you want to join that and chat with me, link to my Twitter I think as well, Patreon, stuff like that if you just want to get involved in the channel. Either way, let's go ahead and get this started. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna go slow-mo just so we can see all aspects of the battle in the beginning, and then we'll go back into regular motion. So these guys are under heavy fire from the Death Watch. They're trying to return fire here. They're struggling. They're calling for backup, and the backup has run into some trouble over here. They have been ambushed by the Death Watch, and they are desperately fighting for their lives, trying to defeat the forces that ambush them. And they're actually doing a really good job of it too. Grenades are flying every which way. The Death Watch seem to be struggling pretty heavily, even though they really outnumbered the clones. Yeah, they're struggling hardcore. Looks like we still got a couple alive behind them. These guys over here are fighting. Let's go back to our clones in need of rescue. Yeah, these guys over here also are completely obliterating the Death Watch, it looks like. The Death Watch do still have men left, but I don't think a single clone over here has gone down. And I don't know why in this mod, but all of the Death Watch only have pistols, which is really funny. Maybe because they're a rebel group and that's really the only thing they can find or something like that. Not totally sure, but the clones over here do seem to be absolutely annihilating them. Let's head back to our ambushers over here, which seem to all be taken out, except for 2 back here. So maybe, oh, they try and, oh no, 3, sorry. Get up, guys. Fight them back. Oh, that guy went down hard. Oh, there goes that guy as well. Okay, so the clones back here come out fairly unscathed. They're going to run up here, try and support their brothers up here. Oh shit, I clicked the minimap. Whoops. Who are actually still skirmishing, but they're actually holding their own basically perfectly fine. Maybe they just wanted backup because they saw the sheer amount of people and they were like, well, we don't exactly want to die, so better safe than sorry. Could be it, right? So we're getting the reinforcements up here, and let's go ahead and continue to watch these guys battle it out. Let's go back to regular motion here. And yeah, the clones, it's just a matter of eliminating the Death Watch. Wow. Alright, I think we're going to run this again once the last of the Death Watch here dies. Which, that might have been all... Nope, there's still some over here. And just run them forward. Maybe they do a last-ditch charge. I don't know. Yeah, they just get nailed. And then just obliterated. Oh, and here come the clone reinforcements coming in. Wow, okay. So let's, oh, there's even more Death Watch over here. A lot of them are still alive. They're just cowering. They would completely get obliterated anyway. So let's redo this. Let's add even more Death Watch. Just completely surround the clones over here. Just a really, really last-ditch defense over this way. And then even more getting ambushed back here. And we'll see how that goes. Be right back. Alright guys, we are back with just so many Death Watch. And at this point, this video is completely unrealistic. Even in the Star Wars sense. This would probably never happen. The Death Watch would probably have better guns than these. I don't know why. You can also get... Okay, so it's either pistols or one bazooka guy, which bazookas wouldn't really be necessary in this battle. So I think I put one over here somewhere. But either way, this battle's gotten completely ridiculous. Just hundreds of Death Watches, or Watchmen? Death Watch soldiers? Something like that. Are surrounding these clone troopers. And it is looking very, very desperate. So these guys up here, it is a full-blown assault by the Death Watch. They are completely surrounding them, even getting some flankers around the back here and over here. These guys are in some trouble. So they have called in backup. And the backup is coming up here where they have been ambushed. Same story as before, except this time just double the peril. So let's focus in on these guys here because this is kind of a cool setup over here. I like the flank shot. Let's see if we can get a nice little... Yeah, that looks like crap. Wait. I think we got a clip camera. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay. Get a nice little flank shot here. We will go slow-mo again just so we can see both sides. Go ahead and press start. Let's see. And Death Watch is firing. These guys are not really firing that much, though. Yeah, they're kind of sucking at firing. Let's see. Are any clones really going down? Not that many clones are going down. The Death Watch just don't fire at that extreme of a rate. Let's see our ambushers over here. Oh, yeah, these guys got just brutally annihilated. We're going to have to restart after this to go ahead and see what actually occurred over here. I'm guessing just grenade frenzy ended up taking them all out. But now the Death Watch can reroute their troops from back here up to the flank of these guys over here and assist in taking them out up there. Alright, and let's see how this goes. Obviously the clones still doing a really good job taking out the Death Watch. This would totally not be worth it to their cause because Death Watch are just losing so many men. It wouldn't, you know, and for a rebel group, they would never be able to justify this many losses, even for taking out a clone group. Let's see, are the Death Watch? Yeah, they're coming up from behind here. Let's go into normal speed now. Yeah, they're still fighting them off up here. Actually doing a pretty good job, but sadly their reinforcements won't be showing up. And the Death Watch are coming over the hill behind them, and they have started laying into them. Looks like a couple of clones turning around trying to greet them. A couple of Death Watch from behind going down. But the clones, they've still got Death Watch from the front. They're having a real struggle here trying to take them out. Still clones left, though. And they are getting some kills. Throw that grenade, my man. Oh, he didn't. He went back to his gun. I think this might be the last clone alive. And he is still getting kills. What a legend. Man, he got like... Oh, he got 4 kills so far? 5. He got 5 kills before he died. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the deaths here. Alright, so yellow are clones, red are Death Watch. So many Death Watch dead. They truly are the Death Watch. The flankers took heavy losses towards the end there. These guys over here, a lot of Death Watch died, but I'd say more clones over here died, but over here they probably made up for it. Probably even losses on either side. I'd like to restart that and rewatch what happened over here. So I'll be right back with that. 1 second. Alright guys, we are back and we are going to observe what happened over here. In all honesty, I really thought these guys would have taken out the Death Watch, but apparently they weren't able to. They got absolutely just destroyed. I think it was grenades, but we will find out. Let's go in slow-mo again. Otherwise, it just happens so quickly. Alright, yeah, the fire coming in hot, but not a ton of clones going down from the fire, I wouldn't say. They're still alive, but here comes the grenades, and I have a feeling some of these Death Watch end up throwing the grenades back, maybe? And still some clones alive, and they are taking out the Death Watch, though. Pretty cleanly taking out the Death Watch, too. Yeah. You know what? Maybe last one was just a fluke. Maybe the Death Watch got really, really lucky on the last game and had a lucky grenade or something like that. Because right now, they are taken out. They are destroyed. Yeah, absolutely. The Death Watch back here did not make it. So I have a feeling last game was a fluke or something. The clones up here, they are struggling a little bit against these Death Watch. Not too bad. Oh, you know what? Shit. Okay. For some reason, the Death Watch I spawned in between didn't save. So that's why. There's like not nearly as many Death Watch over here. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back with that then, I suppose. Alright guys, I think I got us to a similar amount we had last time. This has turned into a mess of a video, but I mean, you guys probably come here for the battles, so I guess seeing a couple different variations wouldn't bother you too much, right? Either way, if you don't like it, hey, you don't have to watch. Let's get started again. Let's see what happens. Alright, this time, Death Watch laying into him heavy with the fire, taking out definitely a good amount of the clone troopers. Yeah, now I can understand a little bit better what happened. Don't see any grenades getting returned, but I don't see many living clone troopers after this. A couple grenades of the clones going off, taking out some Death Watch. But really only a few clones left. They got absolutely obliterated this time around. A bit more understandable as to how the initial result happened last time. Let's see. So yellow are the clones, red are the Death Watch. Definitely more clones went down this time around. Over here, though, same losses as before. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. Definitely more Star Wars to come. Links to all sorts of fun stuff in the description if you want to watch that. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.